Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and I have a few things to share with y'all that are new. As you see, there's red, 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 red. So here's my regular everyday journal, and I was doing a bit of weekly planning in it. I tried tracking didn't really work in that. I also have the Hobonichi cousin. I was doing planning in it. I've gone to taking notes and doing some journaling, and whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for. And the front of it is housing mostly personal finance and other personal stuff. If you've been watching my channel for a long time, then you know that I was a really big proponent of the Omni Journal and still am. But when I started doing this, let's scoot in a little closer. So when I started doing this, the little Snoopy planner, and I need to fill out yesterday my mood. I've been tracking my mood in the front with the moon and using this as a planner. So I still have quite a few things on this, and then in the back here I changed some stuff up, and I'm actually doing overall where I glance at. This is more of some writing stuff I'll be putting down. This is my word count. This is one way to track, and and you still can't see, huh? Okay, so here we go. Then of course, you know, Snoopy. This is a tip-in, so this is cream colored, and whereas this is white, but that's okay. I wanted to do some tracking in different ways. So I have some things, and this is going to be a bit different than the other tracker you're going to see, and then that would be the next month. I'm doing weekly stuff in here, just writing down some things, like right here. I have done this. It's up. I'm almost finished with that. I'm working on that, and there are a few other things. I need to print pictures of Victor. Back here are my collections. My master task list for pretty much everything, mostly home. Let me go back a little so you can see. Items to buy, my wish list. I've got to log these. I haven't put anything on here yet because I need to transfer some of it from another notebook. And I did use washi tape to decorate some things. I still need to put some washi tape here. I like the colored pencil on these. These have the movie blog ideas, newsletter ideas, my random ideas, and books to read that I come across that people talk about, these will probably be like books that I don't have, and I'll put a star by them or a check mark by them when I get them. And then that's it for here, and this is my general idea. Like, I blog, I write research, I do anything and everything in this. It is a messy journal. I don't worry about handwriting. I do a little bit of planning if I have an idea and I kind of want to put it on paper. That's where I tried the gouache. This is something I've been working on, and I really like this page, and I have taken this a bit further. So you're going to see that. So yeah, this is random stuff like video information, and I have some tabbed because I just did a video on Patreon about one of those topics. And so this is sort of, I guess, what a lot of people call an everyday carry. It has my planning in it, my ideas, and that kind of thing. This would be the journal that would be an everyday carry, because this is where I document my life. It's more of my memory keeping journal. So we're going to move those out of the way because I have changed a few things up. If you've been watching my channel for a little while, then you've seen this. This is a folio from Taroko Design. It is leather, and it is gorgeous. I'm still breaking it in. I had an enigma in it that was the dot grid, but I have since put in an Enigma that is the plain, no dots, no grid, no lines, just plain blank. And I have some sticker things in here. I'm still finding some stuff to put in here. I haven't filled that out yet. I need to fill this out. So what I've essentially done is create an Omni Journal, or what a lot of people are now calling a creative bullet journal. And I need to scan these. I did the black and white back in February, and now this month I'm actually doing I just watercolored them. I need to do a few more things, and then I'm going to be scanning it and posting it to Patreon. So this would be my future log, and you can see I've done little, like this is a washi tape, this is a sticker I colored in. These are little PDF things that I created for Patreon. This, if you remember, I did the collab with Bree for springtime. The PDFs were on the video. If you want them, I'll post a link for the video above with a card. So this is a project that I am working on for Patreon and the newsletter, and I'm probably going to introduce it to y'all at the end of this week, and then I'll be doing quarterly updates for y'all on YouTube. I'm doing weekly updates for Patreon and monthly updates for the newsletter. So if you are subscribed to the newsletter, and I am trying to finish up the newsletter, it's going to go out by the end of this week. I'm just running a little bit late. Easter weekend was also my mom's birthday weekend, so I was very busy with family this whole past weekend, and so I'm just running a little bit behind. So I have some post-it notes to remind myself of some things I want to cover. And then this says see the last page for the rest, because it is 52 weeks. It's 1 year. This is my March review, and most of this, except for this, are things that I created little tiny doodles for PDFs for Patreon. This came from that Art Snacks box I got in March. And this is my April goals, and I drew this and watercolored it, and I used this typewriter on the bit of washi that I'm now out of pretty much, and I wrote down my goals for April. Some of these are ones I'm in the middle of doing, some of these are just things I want to focus on that I have a goal, and it's not necessarily something I'll do in 1 week, it's just overall. So I really love, I'll move this, I really love how this turned out. I am really happy with this. I used the Winsor Newton Cotman travel kit for this, and it turned out beautifully. This is my April calendar, and I don't have very much on it. I have my husband's schedule on it. I have, that's the anniversary of my daddy's death. My daddy died when I was 7. I have my dentist appointment, which I'm probably going to have to reschedule to this week, simply for financial reasons. And I have a few notes, things that I want to really work on, focus on this month. Little things, not the big things, but the smaller, more detailed things. And then this is a running gratitude log. I wasn't sure at first of what exactly I was going to do, so I have grocery store here because I am thankful that we now have the new smaller Walmart, the grocery store Walmart by our house, and there's an Aldi's very close. I was thankful for Easter and spending time with family. I spent the day with my in-laws, and the day before that we spent with my mom because, like I said, it was also my mom's birthday. So yesterday I was grateful for quality time with my husband, for homemade chicken fajitas, and for brownies. And I will continue to do that. I will write today's, and I'm trying to write like 3 little things that I'm grateful for. And this was a quote that I found. It was on Facebook by S.C. Laurie, and I really liked it. And I ran out of room, so I did it this way. This is my April tracker in here, and this is a simplified version. I did differently. Some of the same things are on this one as the other tracker, but I also included other things. So I need to post to Instagram. I have been slacking that. I think I'm going to take a picture of this and post it, and I may take a picture of this and post it. Maybe this, the April calendar. Maybe I'll just take a few. Or this is the weekly spread, and I'm still writing things. So these are things that I have done or need to migrate. This is where I'm at right now. And I have finished this. I did this. I'm doing this right. Oh, I'm doing this right now. And this I've actually half done. I will continue. I review this at night and write the rest of the stuff each day for what I need to do because I'm migrating things. And this is my sleep and mood tracker for the week, and then that way I can keep better track of it elsewhere. This is my April master task list. Things I need to get done. I actually have some X's and some half check marks over here. Things I want to remember to do this month, but aren't necessarily date or week specific. This is Sunday's to-do list. This was Monday's. I did a bit of watercolor, some more watercolor. These are mood. These are mood stickers. Let's zoom in a little. Here we go. So these are mood stickers. Is it going to focus? Do I need to get closer? Alright. These are mood stickers. And aren't they adorable? Okay. So I watercolored, and I took this, did my own little version, and I took this, took this and did my own little version of it. Did the live coffee chat. This is today's page, because I have part of this video already done. What I do is I just watercolor and write the date. I use the little weather stickers that I have. Once I run out of those, I'll just start drawing it. That's not the green I wanted. Just nothing fancy. I'm not doing very much fancy at all. I'm trying to do some loose. Watercolor. Darker lavender. I'll dry it so. So all I've done is do a little bit of loose watercolor. Nothing fancy, just trying to improve and do a little bit of art every day. This was watercolor on the background. So then we go to here. And this is where part of that project self is coming into play, because I have been reading The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, and I found a quote I really liked. These were some things I really wanted to work on. I didn't list all 10 of them. These were just some of my 10 goals. This was some of what I looked through, like silence, affirm, visual, these some of the things. I really liked this quote and that quote. And then this, I chose 8 things. And I combined a few of the things that I had listed in here. For personal development, I could actually right here put the attitude. So I colored in, and I realized that there are areas that I really need to work on. And I realized that some people maybe rank theirs a little bit higher or a little bit lower. I think I might have lower. Some of them were lower than they really are, and some of them were a little bit higher maybe, but I'll do it more accurately as I go along, so I'll reevaluate it again in the next quarter. And I'll see how I've improved. This is April, so this is the first month of the new quarter. So in July, I will reevaluate and we'll see where I'm at in July. And I listed these. And then that's it for the Omni Journal, other than back here. I chose this because I was doing just the doodles for Patreon in here, but I really was missing A5 for some things, and I was also realizing that in the B6 I can do a lot of stuff, but I felt the urge to do more creative journaling with the bullet journal stuff. I was really missing my Omni Journal, and right here where I have this blank page, if I choose to write some stuff for today, some ideas or some thoughts, I can do that. Or this can be Wednesday, and wherever I stop, I can start for the next day, like I did here, if it doesn't take me a whole page, or if it takes me 3 pages for a day. This is some of the stuff like quotes that I find, ideas, anything that comes up, a little bit of a watercolor doodle, something. Right now it's like the bug and the flowers, but I'm doing different things, so I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow I could do something completely different. Tomorrow I could do a notebook and a pen. I could do some dinner. I could do whatever. It doesn't matter as long as I'm creating some little tiny piece of art every day. This is definitely a creative bullet journal. I am really enjoying working in the bullet journal again, working in the Omni Journal or the creative bullet journal. However, and what I've found is that I can use my pens, I can use watercolors, I can use markers, pretty much anything except Copic in here to take notes or to do things. You know, it doesn't have to be anything specific. I can use the mild liners, which is what I used right here. This was watercolor. This was a mild liner. This was watercolor. This was watercolor. This was watercolor, and this is something I created for patrons. I drew that and watercolored it. This was watercolor. These were watercolor and things that I had already drawn. So I'm loving it so far. I can put post-it notes on things, and once I'm finished with things, once they're more date specific or whatever, I can leave the post-it notes in there or get rid of them. Put them on the journal page for the day that I do them. Whatever I want to do. I'm still working in my Document Your Day journal. That's different. I doubt very seriously if I do very much planning in it anymore. This is sort of the combination of a sketchbook and a bullet journal and a planner and whatever I want it to be. I'm not really going to put collections, some of the collections that I already have in the B6, because I have an insert that is specifically for collections. So this is something I'm actively working on. It is not, to me, a collection. So it's a little bit different. Now this is paper out of the Leuchtturm. It has the dot grid on it. I did use this and then glue it down on my plain paper, because my plain paper, like I said, has no dots, no lines, or anything. So I really like how this is going so far. This is I'm Learning to Fly, and that's part of what I'm doing for this project self is about self-discovery. It's about a lot of different things. I will do a more in-depth video on the newsletter, but what I've basically done is this is where I came up with the idea, and I ran it by Patreon. It's 52 weeks of change, growth, improvement, discovery, and creative exploration in order to be a happier, healthier, successful, authentic, and better me. And then here's April, and I'm doing the official intro and the project and what it's really going to be about and the call to action on the newsletter. I'm actually going to watercolor these because these are quotes that I think are really important to what I'm doing. And then this is sort of the log of how I have different things, the projects that are going on, along with Project Self, because some of these projects are actually improving are things I'm working on for myself anyway. So I thought it was really important to kind of cover some of the main things. And this is week 1, and these are some of the to-dos, and I'm about to get to work on that. I wanted to do all of this first. I am really excited, and this is just my morning pages. I'm changing up my routine in the morning. I've been up since the wee hours of the morning this morning. I went to bed earlier last night. My goal is to go to bed by midnight and to get up by 8 o'clock. All of this week I was up earlier than 8 o'clock, so that hopefully by the end of next week I will be going to bed by 11 and getting up at 7 every morning. And that's my goal. It's one of the goals. I have some other goals. Like, these are more personal goals that I've set by already reading through like chapters 3 and 4 in the Miracle Morning. And this is where I actually went through some things, and then I did this. This could be a lot longer, but I broke it down. I will actually do a write everything out that I really want to accomplish and where I think I'm at, like a journal entry about what I'm learning, and I'm also like writing down notes in my idea notebook about some of the things I have questions about or want to research further. And that's it for my Omni Journal so far. So far, it's going really well. I've been doing meditations and a blessing card every morning, and I feel so much better, y'all. So much better. Really working on myself has made such a big difference. I need to go, though. I'm going to get this video up and so that y'all can watch it. And I have a Camp NaNoWriMo video for hopefully for tomorrow. I may go live, and then I think Tamara's doing a write-in Thursday. There's a lot of things going on, and I feel really good, feel a lot better. I think I'm finally getting back to what is my new normal. And I'm hoping to improve that. That's what the Project Self is all about. So, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks, y'all. Bye.